रात के पेड़ पे कल ही तो उसे देखा था। रात के पेड़ पे कल ही तो उसे देखा था। चांद बस गिरने ही वाला था फलक से। चांद बस गिरने ही वाला था फलक से। सूरज आया था जरा उसकी तलाश लेने। This is one of the poem from the Gulzar's new book Triveni, translated by the Neha Krishna. And to be honest, I felt this is kind of a little odd. I mean, whenever we talk about the poems are usually not about specifically. I mean, the best part about poem is you cannot understand the poem. I mean, everyone understand in a different level. You don't have a specific meaning to the poem. You don't have a specific context to the poem. Poem is something my favorite just because of this reason. Ki everyone understands that poem in their own language. You don't have to specifically make it into, okay, this is the meaning of the poem and this is the meaning of the poem. You cannot do that actually with the poem. Like this poem, you can talk about, Chand, you can talk about Suraj, you can talk about love life, you can talk about friendship, you can talk about anything under the sky. It depends on what you are thinking and how you are thinking, like what is your thinking process. So basically उसपे ही poems based होते हैं. That is the reason I love poet. But when I read this book, the Triveni by the Gulzar, I felt little bit odd in the sense, I mean, there is a rhythm in the poem, like the end of the sentence should be, connected. But I am not able to feel those into this poem. Like it is almost like this book contains close to 150 plus poems, almost 170, 180 poems in this book. But when I started reading that, I feel a little bit of disconnected, like as compared to the other books by the Gulzar or the previous books by the Gulzar. Those were kind of just wow, amazing. Those were like I felt a lot of things in those poems. But when I started reading this book, Triveni by the Gulzar, I felt little bit of disconnected. So I'm not sure how I'm going to write it. Like I have read like 100 plus poems right now, and I hope I will be able to catch up. I'm able to find like some good poems that I will use it as an Instagram reel someday in the future. But till first 100 poems, I was not able to find anything good apart from this one that I just spoke. Apart from that, not that great. Obviously it can be the translation. Because of the translation, it can be one of the reason for that. But when you talk about the Gulzar's poems, those are really good. Read his previous works, those are just amazing. This book is kind of average for me. The only reason because I was not able to connect with a lot of poems, because the disconnect at the end of the sentence, those were felt little bit of odd for me. Apart from this, if you love Gulzar, then you can definitely go and buy this book. I will put the link in the description. It is a kind of a small book and you can read. It's like hardly, if you just see, it is hardly anything in this book. Like there is no story, it just contains the poem. So it is just one page and there are 2-3 lines on each page. So that is the basic idea about the poem. So definitely go for it if you love Gulzar, and if you just wanted to read the poems, then you will definitely enjoy it. But for me, it felt a little bit of disconnected. So I will put this into the average category, not that great, not that low. So it is a kind of an average book for me, but it's good. The writing, few meanings are really amazing, but it could have been improved in that sense of the connection sense. But that's it. Like that's it for this review. There is nothing much to review about this book or talk about this poem because I was not able to connect the moment, connect the thinking process with this book. So that is all about this book by the Triveni by Gulzar, translated by the Neha Krishna. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.